Now, Sam, I just want to start this off by just putting yourself in the minds of the opposing teams that you'll be facing off here in the playoffs. How would you approach the Oil City offense?
I'd look to shut down Morgan Hadley because he's a big threat, and it seems like lately people haven't been able to guard him.
Well, I'd definitely be doubling Mohads. Yeah, big weapon. We'll say we like to run the ball, so I'd be stacking the box and just try to be out physical us, I guess.
I want you to first of all put yourself in the mind of the opposing team that you'll be facing off in the playoffs. How would you approach the Oil City defense?
Well, by judging on film, we're very aggressive. We rally to the football, so I don't know. I'd probably focus more in the mid-air range. I don't know.
Now, since you are a senior this year, I do have to ask, how does it feel knowing that you're approaching your last game as an Oiler?
Makes me pretty sad because I love football, but hopefully I can pursue it in college.
I'm not looking forward to it, but hey, it happens to everybody.
Oh, it's pretty crazy. It's been a good experience playing with the team and the guys and stuff, but, all that matters is how you finish.
All right, man. And how would you attribute your success as a player and as a student on and off the field?
I try to maintain success in the classroom and on the field. It's all day by day. It all depends on how you want to do it, your willpower and your drive.
Just putting in hard work. That's it. Just you work hard and good things will come.
My hard work and my work ethic. I work hard this off season, and I think that's paid off for me this season.
Raymond Fiesta Run is a 2D platformer with 3D graphics. It has many different fast-paced levels with fun backgrounds. You jump to get the different collectibles and score higher to get that 100% completion.
This year's musical is Monty Python's Spamalot. Even though the show doesn't open until February 26th, preparations are beginning now. And Oiler News got a hold of Mr. Luxbacher for the early details.
Could you briefly describe the show?
Yes, this year we're doing Monty Python's Spamalot. If you're familiar with the movie Monty Python and the Search for the Holy Grail, it's a Broadway adaptation of that movie. Pretty close, very true to the movie. Everything from the Trojan bunny rabbit to the Holy Hand Grenade to King Arthur and the Knights of the Round Table. Lots of fun. Some new elements as well. Some elements. The Lady of the Lake comes into play a lot more, but still a lot of the favorites from that movie as well. So we hope there'll be a nice turnout for the auditions coming up at the end of the month.
What are you looking for in auditions?
What I'm looking for are people that can portray the story. It's all well and good to have a good singing voice and speak well, but you have to be able to act the part. So when I'm going through an audition process, what I'm looking for are possible characters. What I'm looking for also in the chorus auditions are people that will support the show, that will be able to give life to, all of the elements of the show. So we're looking for strong singers, strong dancers, and people that really can tell the story well.
All right. What is the audition schedule?
We're actually going to do auditions Monday and Tuesday of the week of Thanksgiving. So that would be, let me see, 22 and 23, I think, are the dates. We're going to start at 3:15. We'll start with music and acting auditions. So we'll be doing the ensemble auditions at that time as well as the lead auditions. And then our choreographer is going to be coming about 4:30, 4:45, and we'll be going through some dance auditions. We're going to be looking for all different styles of dance, looking for tap dancers as well as those who are more into jazz and ballet as well. So there's a little something for everybody in the show, so we hope that we'll have a lot of turnout. If you are auditioning for a lead, on the website starting tomorrow, starting on Thursday, they will have audition materials. We'll have the solos that we're going to be looking for some of the characters to sing, as well as some of the dialogue for you to prepare as well. If you're going to do an ensemble audition, what we're going to be looking at is pretty standard. We're going to do My Country 'Tis of Thee. We're going to have people come in as groups and sing down the song and then sort of hear individual voices through that song as well. So you can audition either as an ensemble member or audition as a lead, but we're going to ask everybody to prepare something for that audition.
All right. Thank you for your time.
Yes?
With the recent budget crisis freezing some of the school district's assets, I decided to interview a few staff members on the current situation.
It's unfortunate that any of our educational programs have to suffer, but unfortunately we have seen some cuts Teachers are not allowed to do professional development in terms of going to conferences. Field trips have been placed on hold. Any unnecessary orders, budgetary items have been put on hold.
Well, the job that I have entails taking lots of students on lots of field trips. I take kids to a reading competition in Seneca Valley. I take kids to the academic decathlon in Erie. I had students who were going to be going to Model UN at Indiana University, and we have not been able to attend any of those events because of the budget crisis. So it has affected the cost a lot.
I certainly have had to watch my spending. I just got to watch with instruments getting repaired. I've frozen my music purchases, but luckily I have a library large enough that I can select from. So we certainly have been okay.
Really not a lot in the day-to-day operations. It's more of what may be coming if things don't get resolved. The district has been very good about trying to be equal in trying to make sure everything's taken care of in the classrooms. Field trips, they've been trying to help us wherever they can. But if it goes much further, things like district chorus and some of the festivals in the spring may become an issue down the road.
They each seem to hold a strong political stance, since this does affect every student's activities.
I would also consider it unfortunate that the students of the state of Pennsylvania, as well as the human resource organizations, are being used as pawns for political gain.
The best case scenario is sometime before the end of the week, the legislature and the governor get together, the legislature approves the budget, the governor signs it, and then we know that our financial situation is in pretty solid standing. The worst case scenario is this continues to drag on, and then we have to start, as a district, looking at other options.
I would like to think that the heavy debate that's going on in Harrisburg right now means that everybody that is voting on this budget is being very serious about funding education. If that's the case and it improves the funding for education and brings it back to the levels that it was in the past, I think it's a good thing. I think that the debate is worthwhile. If it turns out that it's just politicians arguing with each other and not being able to make any compromises and acting more like politicians than the statesmen that they should be, then that will be disastrous.
Despite all of the trials and tribulations, they all had a relatively positive outlook on our future.
I think we're going to be just fine. I was reading in the paper today, it seems like there is finally a positive direction for the budget, so I'm certainly hopeful that all of this will be over and done with soon, so this doesn't have to be a concern anymore for us.
So I'm hoping that the decisions that they are going to be making will have very long-term effects in a positive way for education.
In talking to some of the administration and talking to the business manager, it seems like it's not a matter of if the funding is coming, it's more of a matter of when.
So we're doing the best we can, which doesn't surprise me as educators. We always do what's best for students.
There you have it, Oilers. That's what's up this Wednesday.
This week's movie of the week is The Breakfast Club, directed by John Hughes.
You have exactly.
It came out February 15th, 1985.
Questions? Yeah. Does Barry Manilow know that you raided wardrobe?
And it's a movie about 5 high school students, all different stereotypes, meeting in detention, where they pour their hearts out to each other and discover how much they actually have in common. This movie has won an MTV Movie Award.